Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Up Crypto, right here on Crypto Biz Media, where we bring you the latest digital news in the cryptocurrency space. My name is Rock and here are the top stories for this week.
MakerDAO co-founder discovered dead in Puerto Rico. Binance traded $8 billion illegally for Iranian firms. Visa warms up fans with NFT auction ahead of the Soccer World Cup in Qatar. Twitter begins mass layoffs as Elon Musk faces a class action lawsuit. Now the news in details. Nikolai, Michigan, was 29-year-old when he was dragged away by sea currents on October 28. Although his body was eventually recovered by rescuers, he was not showing any vital signs. Michigan was remembered by fellow co-founder Ryan Christensen, who tweeted, "Nikolai was one of the only people in the early days of Ethereum and smart contracts who was able to predict the possibility of smart contract hacks and inventing the security-oriented approach to smart contract design we know today. Maker would have been toast without him." Some on crypto Twitter have raised worries regarding Michigan's mental health by pointing to tweets that were reportedly posted by him shortly before his death. Binance traded $8 billion illegally for Iranian firms. Despite US sanctions aimed at cutting Iran off from the global financial system, crypto giant Binance has processed $8 billion in Iranian transactions since 2018. According to an examination of data from prominent US blockchain researcher Chainalysis, almost all of the cash, about $7.8 billion, moved between Binance and Iran's largest crypto exchange, Mobitex. Of the Iranian assets that flowed via Binance were in Tron, a relatively low-profile cryptocurrency that allows users to hide their identities. In a blog post last year, Mobitex advised clients to utilize Tron, a mid-tier coin, to trade anonymously without endangering assets owing to penalties. The latest findings come as the US Justice Department is pursuing an investigation into possible violations of money laundering rules by Binance. Visa warms up fans with NFT auction ahead of the Soccer World Cup in Qatar. Visa, FIFA's official payments technology partner, has announced the release of a set of one-of-a-kind digital memorabilia depicting memorable goals by 5 legendary sportsmen. The Visa Masters of Movement NFT are now available on Crypto.com, the official cryptocurrency trading site of FIFA. The auction comes ahead of the 2022 World Cup, which will be held this year between November 20 and December 18. The experience will be brought to life to an interactive pitch at the FIFA Fan Festival in Doha later this month, where fans will also be able to create digital art inspired by their characteristic emotions and turn it into their own NFT, according to a press statement. In response to the project, Visa Senior Vice President and Head of Sponsorship Andrea Fairchild stated, "As FIFA World Cup 2022 approaches, we want to celebrate football, art and technology through the lens of what makes the FIFA World Cup so special, widely impassioned fans, legendary athletes and for a few short weeks, the ability to bring the world together in a uniquely connected way." The initiative includes 5 works of art inspired on goals scored by Jared Bogetti, Tim Cahill, Carly Lloyd, Michael Owen and Maxi Rodriguez and issued as NFTs. Fans can bid on the Visa Masters of Movement NFTs on Crypto.com until November 8. Twitter begins mass layoffs as Elon Musk faces a class action lawsuit. Elon Musk has launched massive layoffs at Twitter, less than a week after acquiring the social network. Offices were briefly closed and employees were barred from accessing internal systems. Those who lost their jobs were notified through email to their personal addresses. According to reports, up to 3,700 people, roughly half of the workforce, could be issued their marching orders. The whole creation crew is rumored to have been fired, with critics saying that this will make Twitter noisier, more dangerous and less fascinating. It's also difficult to see how Musk will succeed in combating spam bots with such a drastic loss in talent. As the takeover progressed, the software giant employees suffered months of uncertainty, according to Bloomberg News. A class action lawsuit over the layoffs has now been launched in a federal court in San Francisco, and in an indication that things will become more difficult for those who remain, Musk has scrapped days of rest with Twitter's remote work policy on the chopping block. It's worth recalling that Twitter was in trouble before the world's richest man came in to buy the microblogging site, and layoffs would have occurred regardless. Alright, you are now updated. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like this video and subscribe.